Hi Russell, Phil Beever here from the Wilderness Club. Just want to recap on our lesson yesterday. So first of all, we can see your ball position for me is a little bit too far back in the stance. If we look at this guy here on the right, we can definitely see his ball is quite a long way forwards in the stance. Okay, hands, because the ball is so far back for you, your hands are quite a long way forwards, which is de-lofting the club. So you're ending up hitting a 50. I think this is your 58-degree wedge, and you almost turn it into a pitching wedge. So because the setup is so de-lofted, when you swing back, for me, you're going to see when you come down into impact, it almost looks as if this arm goes up, and we're going to see it almost looks like you're trying to lift the ball in the air. We can definitely see that for impact here. These hands are definitely going up a little bit too high, and that's purely because you're in a de-loft setup. You know, if you're setting up with a 58 and you're setting actually pushing the hands forward and de-lofting it to almost a pitching wedge or a 9, the only way you're going to get the true loft of the club is to try and scoop it. But when you try and scoop it, that's when you get the fat and fins. So that's the inconsistent strike. So we don't really want to do that. So I just try to get you setting up more like this guy on the right. Move the ball forwards in the stance a little bit. Open the face 5 degrees. That means you can use the bounce. And make sure the handle of the club rests inside your left thigh. Okay. From there, all I want you to do is turn back with the chest, turn through with the chest. Okay, keep the hands very passive, and that way you can really start to dial in your yardages and control the movement. If we look at this guy here on the right, you can see they're very quiet hands. He just turns through it again, turns back, but he bottoms out. So the club does hit the ground on the way down, but because the face is a tiny bit open, the sole hits the ground, so he doesn't really take any divot. Okay. So that's the feeling we need with you. I need you to make some practice swings in line with the ball, say there, and actually hit this second red line that I'm drawing little lines across. You know, that's your practice swing. When I asked you to make a practice swing in line with the ball, you was hitting them all back here. So really be cautious and careful of where them practice swings bottom out, Russell. Okay. Second thing is start to change your philosophy. I wanted you to land them sort of 3 or 4 foot on the green, all shots, and then start to work out what club would roll out to the desired flag. Okay, so that's important. That's a really good little tip. So if you had the shots we had, you wanted to use the same club all the way round. I'm trying to get you the smallest swing possible so less things can go wrong. Okay, so just try and land the ball 4 foot on the green, let the club do all of the work to the flag, and then to practice that, don't forget, use your little towel, there it is, and then stay here and try and chip it onto the towel. Okay, and then with a sand wedge, then a lob wedge, then a pitching wedge, then a 9-iron, and then move that towel now over here, for instance. But you'll start to see that towel on the golf course, you know, on the greens. You'll be putting it there. That's my landing spot. Bang, pulling the trigger. I think that'll make a massive difference to you. So ball forwards, blade, just 5 degrees open, handle inside the left thigh, weight on the left side. From there, turn the chest back, turn the chest through. You must hit the ground in line with the ball or just after the ball. Thank you very much.